The conversation between Elsa and Albert was going on. Now we are. You are right, of course, Albert, she said, but it won't help you with your diploma. Now his cousin says it is okay that you like this subject, geology, and you like to study this subject, but to complete your diploma, to complete your learning, you have to learn the things given in your syllabus. Here, again, one more very important part goes, is it possible? I love to study, okay, but whatever I am given to study, if I don't study that, will it be possible for me to complete the task? हाँ जी सक्षम बोलो बेटा. Saksham, text me, beta. Rather, unmute yourself and then we talk. I request all the students to text me. I'll read your text and answer you accordingly. Okay, no worries, no worries. Whatever, when I'm teaching you anything, better to text me whatever you want to ask, because it takes time to unmute you, then to listen to you. I'll answer it better when you text me. So what is important? To study what is given in my syllabus. If I study something else and I want the diploma, it is not possible. The same thing is suggested by Elsa, that in this way, if you study geology, you won't be able to complete your diploma. Apart from books on science, his only comfort was music. Now here the conversation gets finished. Now the writer of the chapters explains you one more thing about Albert Einstein. Writer says that apart from books on science, his only comfort was music. Albert Einstein was interested in studying sciences, plus he loved music also. And he played his violin regularly until his landlady asked him to stop. After coming home, he used to play his violin, and he was stopped to play violin by his landlady. Every day he was stopped to play, otherwise he would have played the violin for the whole night also. The wailing gets on my nerves. There is enough noise in this house with all the kids falling. Wailing means crying. Wailing means crying, pain. So the wailing gets on my nerves, she said. Now here is something explained. Elsa says that the cry, that the things are above my nerves. I cannot tolerate these things. And the noise this house has, the shouting of kids that his house has, it is more than enough. Albert was tempted to point out the most of the time she who made them all, but he decided it was better to say nothing. Albert was tempted. Albert was interested. But here the nerves means the veins of our body, but here nerve, particular word nerve doesn't mean anything. This phrase completely has a particular meaning. The phrase is wailing getting on my nerve means irritating me too much. Something too much irritating is सिर से ऊपर पानी चला गया. In the same way, getting on my nerves. Right? So this phrase gets on my nerves means the things are going on beyond my tolerance. The things are going on beyond my tolerance. This means, the phrase means so. He was interested. Tempted means he was interested. He was attracted to say so. most of the time that it was she who made them whole. He was interested to tell that it was the landlady. She means the landlady. It was the landlady who made the kids shout, who made the kids made this noise. But he decided it was better to say nothing. But he thought there's no reason, there is no, it is good not to say anything. He decided not to say anything. I must get away from here, he told Yuri. Rather saying anything to his landlady, he thought it's better to leave the place. When the things goes on nerves, it's better to leave them. He thought it's better to leave the place. After 6 months alone in Munich, it is absurd that I should go on like this. In the end, it will turn out I have been wasting my father's money and everyone's time. It will be better for all if I stop now. Now, here the feelings of Albert Einstein are again explained to us. It is absurd, it is useless to say that I should go on like this. It is useless, it is of no use to go like this. Albert says, whatever I am doing, it has no value. In the end of, and he has been bearing it for 6 months. It is said after 6 months alone in Munich, he has been bearing it for 6 months. In the end, it will turn out I have been wasting my father's money and everyone's time. And he accepts that in this way, the way he is doing the things, it will be wastage of his father's money and the time involved by end, the time involved, everyone's time. It will be better. It will be better for all if I stop it now. And he wanted that for everyone's betterment, he must stop everything at present. And then, what will you do? Asked Yuri. Again, his friend asked, I agree to what you say. I agree to what you say that you should stop everything, but what to do the next? I don't know. If I go to Milan, I am afraid my father will send me back unless, now he says that if he goes to his father will send him back. But he has some idea. He said, unless there is a reason if he could not send me back. His eyes gleamed with a sudden idea. There was an idea with him, and with those eyes, gleamed means shined. His eyes shine with an idea. Yuri, do you know any friendly doctors? What he is asking for? Friendly doctors. The answer is, I know a lot of medical students and some of them are friendly, said Yuri. Doctor, no, I have never had enough money to go to one. Why? Now again, the sentence, the dialogue of Yuri is written in 2 parts. To the answer to his question, friendly doctor, he says that Yuri never went to any doctor. He didn't have enough money to pay to doctor, so he didn't visit any doctor, but he knew many students of medical, and some of them are friendly. Again, Albert's question, suppose that, again, the dialogue of Albert I'm reading continuously, although it is given in parts. Suppose that I had a nervous breakdown. Suppose a doctor would say, it's bad for me to go to school and I need to get right away from it. Nervous breakdown means some mental problem. Because of that mental problem, you may get unconscious, you may get, the mental problem can be segregated to different things. You get unconscious, you get, you become in depression. So these are the type of problems. So nervous breakdown means any mental problem. So says, if it happens, suppose, imagine that I had a nervous breakdown. Suppose the doctor would say, now he's suggesting if doctor says that I should not go to this school, it will be okay for my father to keep me in Milan. Then I would be able to leave the school and I need to get rid away from it. And in this way, he could get rid of the school. I can't imagine a doctor saying that, said Yuri. Now Yuri says, how it's possible? Why would doctors say such things? Albert says, I must try to find doctor who specializes in nerves. Albert has asked him to find a doctor who is specialized in nerve, who knows the problems related to nerves well. There are plenty of them, Yuri told him. He hesitated for a moment, then added, rather reluctantly, I'll ask some of the students if they know one, if you like. Now, first of all, Yuri hesitates. First of all, Yuri hesitates to explain the things, but still he added something reluctantly, carelessly. He added, he told something, he tells, I'll ask some of the students. He wants, he was ready to take the help of some student, some of his friends who study medical, if Albert wants. Now again, will you? Oh, thank you, Yuri. Albert's eyes were shining. Wait a moment, I haven't found yet. Now he thanks Yuri and he was so happy for it. Yuri says, I have only promised, but I haven't found any yet. Oh, but you will. But Albert is sure that if he promised, he would find. And if I do, I don't know if he'll be willing to help you. Now, again, the question of Yuri goes, okay, I agree to you that I would find a teacher for you. I would find a doctor for you. But who can be sure the doctor would help you? No one can be sure the doctor would do the tasks you want him to do. He will, declared Albert. I'm going to have a real nervous breakdown. To make it easier for him, he laughed merrily. So now Albert is ready to pretend to be ill. Albert is ready to pretend to be ill. I have never seen you looking so less nervous, remarked Yuri. Now Yuri says, you are always confident. You are not scared of anyone. How can you look nervous? A day or two at school will soon put that right, Albert assured him. He says that if I would continue to go to the school, this would be my condition in next 2 days. Certainly, he had lost his high spirits when Yuri saw him next. Now, here the sentence shows that gradually Albert was losing his confidence. I can't stand it any longer, he said. I really shall have a nervous breakdown that will satisfy my doctor. Now he wanted to be ill so that the doctor agreed to him and he could leave the school. Keep it up then, said Yuri. I have found a doctor for you. You have? Now Yuri accepts that he had a doctor for Albert, and this shines, lit up means shines the face of Albert. So he says, you have? Now this is a simple sentence, very important thing. Such things are very important to learn. Look at this sentence. You have. This sentence is a simple sentence, but only by putting a question at the end, this becomes a question. You have the way, sometimes simple sentences asked in a question form, the way we speak the sentence make it question. Oh God, when can I see him? He says that when can I meet the doctor? I have an appointment for tomorrow, for tomorrow evening. Yuri said, here is the address. He gives him the address and tells that for the next day he had the appointment for Albert with the doctor. He handed Albert a piece of paper. Dr. Ernest Weil. Is he a specialist in nervous trouble? He confirms from his friend Yuri. Is he the doctor who looks after nervous trouble? Not exactly, Yuri admitted. As a matter of fact, he only qualified as a doctor last week. You may even be his first patient. Now, Yuri says, I don't know what he can, but he has completed his degree, his qualification last week. And it might be that you are the first patient to the doctor. You know him as a student then he again confirms that the doctor might be known to Yuri as a student. I have known Ernest for years. Yuri hesitated for a few moments. He is not a fool, he warned Albert. So he says that he is my friend for years, but he is not a fool. He can understand, he can differentiate the things. You cannot befool him. What do you mean? Albert confirms, I cannot befool him. What do you mean? Don't try to pull the wool over his eyes. The meaning of this phrase, the one is written after eyes, but the meaning is not given for eyes. The meaning is given at the end of this page, but this meaning is not for eyes. This meaning is given for the phrase. What is the phrase? Pull the wool over his eyes. Pull the wool over his eyes. This is a phrase. And meaning of this phrase is to cheat or deceive someone. To cheat or deceive someone. To make something elusive before someone. किसी को धोखा देना. That's all. Be frank with him, but don't pretend you have got what you haven't. Tell everything to him, but don't tell anything that you don't have. Not that you would deceive anyone. And don't try to cheat anyone, Yuri added. You are world's worst liar because you are the worst bad liar. You cannot tell the lies well. So don't tell a lie to the doctor. Albert spent the next day wondering what to tell to the doctor. So this confused Albert. He was unable to decide what to tell the doctor. When the time arrived for his appointment, he had worried over it so much that he really was quite nervous. When he was to decide these things, he got very nervous, he got very worried, and he was really had some problem of nervousness. I don't really know how to describe my trouble, Dr. Weil, he began. Don't try, said doctor, with a friendly smile. So he says, I'm unable to tell you what has happened to me. Doctor says, do not try. Tell me what has happened to you. Shall we go for the, okay, still 3 pages are there. Don't try, said the young doctor with a friendly smile. Yuri has already given me the history of the case. I'm aware of your problem, and Yuri has explained me that. Oh, what did he say? Now Albert is surprised. What has been told about me? Only that you want to think you have had a nervous breakdown and say that you must go back to that school, must not go back to that school. So these are the things told by Yuri to the doctor, that he had the nervous breakdown and he should not go to the school. Oh dear, Albert's face fell. He shouldn't have told you that. Why not? He says that things should not be disclosed to you. Doctor asks, why not? Isn't it true then? Yes, that's the trouble. Now you will say there is nothing wrong with me and you will tell me to go back to school. Again, he is nervous. He's upset that if the doctor knew everything, he would ask him to go back to school. Don't be sure of that, said doctor. As a matter of fact, I am pretty sure you are in a nervous state about that school. Now, doctor accepts the problem of the boy. He says that really you are in a trouble in that school, but I haven't told you anything about it, said Albert, wide eyes. Now, Albert was surprised to know it, that how had doctor got to know that he had some trouble in school? How can you know that? Because you wouldn't have come to see me about this if you hadn't been pretty close to a nervous breakdown. That's why now, said the doctor briskly, if I certify that you have had a nervous breakdown and must stay away from the school for a while, what will you do? Now, doctor accept that the problem of Albert Einstein was genuine, and he really has some nervous problem. And he should be given the certification for that, and doctor allows him to leave that school. Now, after knowing it, Albert answered, I'll go to Italy, said Albert, to Milan, where my parents are. He wanted to go to his parents. He wanted to stay with his parents in Milan. And what will you do there? I'll try to get into an Italian college or institute. And he explains that he wants to study in an Italian school, even not school, in college or institute. How can you without a diploma? Now the question is, without a diploma, how can you get admission in the next institute? I'll ask my mathematics teacher to give me something about my work, and perhaps that would be enough. I haven't learned all maths. I have learned all the maths they teach at school and a bit more, he added when Dr. Vale looked doubtful. Now he is confident enough about his strength. It is very important for us to know our strengths and weaknesses. Albert is very much sure about his strengths. He says that I'm very good at mathematics and my teacher of maths will help me to join the next institute, because whatever has been taught to me in maths, I did more than that. Well, it's up to you, he said. I doubt if it will come off, but I can see you are not doing yourself or anyone else much good by staying here. How long would you like me to say you should stay away from school? Would 6 months be all right? This is very kind of you. Now, the doctor accepts that staying in this school is not fruitful, neither for him nor for his teachers, nor for the school. So he accepts. If you are here in the school, the things will not turn good. So he agrees, and he asks Albert to finalize the time for how much shall he suggest in his certificate to stay far from the school. So will a 6 month be okay? Albert agrees. This is very kind of you. It is nothing. I have just stopped being a student myself, so I know how you feel. He says that I were a student, so I know if such things happen, how may it feel. And he handed over this. Here you are. Dr. Well handed him the certificate and the best of luck. How much this last paragraph will read tomorrow, right? Whatever doubts are there, if any doubt is left, we'll discuss that. I request you all to read the chapter carefully so that we can discuss. Again, I'll be asking some questions like this also tomorrow, right? Everyone, thank you. We'll continue tomorrow. Be sure whatever has been taught, you will read it well tomorrow. Thank you, Bacha.